Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another edition of Think Different Television. Okay, so we are now going to do the opposite of what we did yesterday. So now we're going to give a bunch of sides, and you're going to tell me which angles are the least measure, the second least measure, and then the greatest measure. So here's what you need to write. If the measures of the three sides of a triangle are unequal, kind of like this, 6, 11, and 16, those are unequal, not the same, right? Then the measures of the angles opposite, keyword, opposite, underline that, those sides are unequal in the same order. Okay, so what do we mean by that? Let's take a look. Boom. Here are my notes. Okay, so the measure of the three sides of triangle are unequal. We got that, 6, 11, and 16. All right. Then the measures of the angles opposite those sides are unequal in the same order. So let's just go backwards from what we did last time. So we got, let's say this is 16, and then like 11 is less than that, right? And then 6 is even smaller. And then the angle right here, so like this angle is obviously bigger because it has to open up to get all the way up to that 16. This angle is a little bit smaller since it doesn't have to go up, open up so high to get to the 16. It just goes to the 11 right here. And then this angle right here, let's call this angle. This angle right here doesn't have to go up that high at all because you're just going up to 6 right here, which is obviously lower than going all the way up to 16 and going all the way up to 11. So what do we learn? So the side is 6. So this angle here, angle M, so the measure of angle M is the smallest angle. Why? Because it doesn't have to open up as much in order to get to the 6. In order for angle L, which is the next one, the measure of angle L, that's the next biggest angle right there. So angle L is the next biggest, followed by measure of angle P. So what we know is we don't know what these angles are, whether this is 30, 60, 90, or 51, and something else, who knows what it is. But we do know that angle M is the smallest angle. Why? Because it's opposite the smallest side. We know that angle L is the second smallest angle. Why? Because it's opposite the second smallest side, or second biggest side, whatever you want to say. And then angle P is the greatest angle because it's opposite the biggest side. That's what we learned. So the measure of angle M, measure angle L, and the measure of angle P. Pac-Man is the bigger man, and there we go. So least to greatest angles. So we can just be able to look at it and tell. So let's try this one now. Copy this down. Okay, so what angle is the least greatest? Okay, so I look at the least side right here. So opposite that would be angle L. So the measure of angle L is the smallest. Okay. I know it's sort of confusing. You got angle and you got less than there. Yeah, just go with it, whatever. This should be capital M right here. So now, what is the second least or second biggest side? Well, that's 18, right? What's angle is opposite that? Angle M. So the measure of angle M. Okay, what is the biggest or greatest angle? That would be 21. You see how this angle looks almost obtuse here? Because it has to open up real big for the 21 to reach both sides, right? It has to open up. So that's the measure of angle. Is it R? Let's call it R, whatever. I think I meant to write R there. There you go. There it is. Okay, let's practice another one, shall we? All right, this one looks like this. Let's copy it down. All right, here it is. Scientists are developing automated robots for underwater surveying. These undersea vehicles will be guided along by sonar and cameras. Cool. Kind of like this over here, right? There's an undersea vehicle. All right. If triangle NPQ represents the intended course of the undersea vehicle, which segment of the trip will be the longest? Okay, so here's a picture of it. Copy it down. So let's see. Which section is going to be the longest? All right, so we have this, which is going to be the 90-degree angle. So this side is going to be the longest. That's QN is going to be the longest. Boom, right there. Why? Because it's 90 degrees. Got it. There we go. Easy, right? Cool. Let's try this one. Oh my goodness. So same question. See if you can do it. Which will be the angle with the least measure? A, B, or C? Go. Yeah, that would be angle C because it is opposite the least side, the smallest side. Cool. One more. Ready? Identify the angle with the greatest measure. Angle what? Number 6. A, B, or C? Yes, that would be angle A because 3 3/8 is the biggest side. There we go. Good work. Let's go on to the practice now.